Oh, never mind. There are chapters where it focuses on many scenarios, and they often can be really good when it comes to focusing on one scenario, one character, and one development. It can be an excellent chapter. It allows for not only the writer to focus deeply on his delivery, but it also allows the audience to appreciate greatly. This chapter is no exception. From start to end, well, near end, it's not only action-packed, but it carried with great sheer of developments, disturbing and disheartening flashback to boost the morale, and an emotional trip to stop Almond with a rewarding end. There's something that Ishida is doing right with his characters, despite the uproar that I wasn't even aware of it from the last chapter. It's conflict that leads to great rebound. The action has more weight to them than just watching two Kaguya going at it. Granted, it's exciting to see two tyrants in a brawl, but what elevates this is the narrative behind Takizawa and his character that has transpired deeply from his days of turning into an owl. Because of it, I felt truly engaged with the battle, and each of damage feels painful one after another. The way how the action works is very compelling. Takizawa doesn't stop for anything, and it always brings out a stronger attack with a stronger resolve. The way how he attacks him with a blast left an impression if the attack worked or not, or even pulled through. The more passing panels gone by, the more you start to worry for his life. Even though they are ghouls, it's unsettling to watch a limb flies out during a crucial moment. It doesn't help that his words behind it feel rather death impending, yet at the same time awestruck. The flashback comes in to make the battle and Takizawa characters more meaningful than just a friendship. Kano just have to be the other worst character in this series, bar none. His expression always leave me incredibly pissed off at how normal he sees, yet he had Takizawa eating his own parents. Now I understand what he meant back in Auction Radar, and it's very unfortunate to know Kano's line feels like home. Is nerve-wracking. If he dies, please, it has to be the most brutal way possible that even Berserk would throw up. The flashback doesn't hinder the action, rather contributes tremendously. It was at that point that Takizawa lost hope in humanity. Almond talking to him should have comforted him, but it didn't. The contrast is staggering though. Almond, even after brutally tortured, isn't giving up. However, Takizawa just couldn't deal with keeping humanity and accept being a ghoul. That panel with him biting his fingers is pretty significant. It's the beginning of new Takizawa. What makes this battle emotional is how much he has transformed. He knows what he has done in his life. He knows that he has no future for himself, which is depressing to hear. He knows that he has sinned. So what's left for him to do? To become a knight, metaphorically speaking, that is. He knows he won't be redeemed. He knows he can't be like Almond, his idol, or even Kanaki, the man who has changed for the greater good. All that's left for him is to help the needs of others. Something about his words to Akira really strikes me hard. Perhaps how sincere those words and visual really come through that I now wish his life could have gone better. I remember how much he feared death, and now he's okay to die because he would work to the fullest to help others. It's not the development that he wanted it, but it's definitely a great one for us to appreciate him. Takizawa manages to stop Almond, but he hit his limit and no longer processed normally as Kaguya was overtaking his control. Thankfully, Corona is there to stop it with the RC suppressor, so he lives for another day. I love how all of them came together and managed to save Almond. It's a sign of relief. Hopefully they return home without any problems, especially Corona has to carry both of them. What a family. A good amount of praise goes to the visual. The action gets tense as it progresses further. It has a sense of fear that Takizawa was going to bite the dust just to save Almond. He came close to losing it, but families stick together. There's a good mix of atmosphere present here, from the disturbing presence of the flashback to the tense yet subtle emotional set pieces. The design of Takizawa Kaguya looks great. I am not sure, but he looks like a knight. which seems fitting to his renowned character. Clearly a symbolic design by Ishida, so the chapter could have ended on a pleasing note, right? No, Ishida decided to add a cliffhanger that literally came out of nowhere. Maybe Ishida could agonize the feeling of not killing someone off, so why not with Masuri? Literally, the very next page, with no segue or follow-up, it goes straight to Masuri with a sword going through his head. Why not? Why not, right? Joking aside, who's behind this attack? There's a lot to speculate, but right now, we can look at it again and watch the greatness getting stabbed. Ah, that visual is fantastic. What an astonishing chapter. I really like when Ishida puts a lot of focus with one scenario at a time, and they ended up more than great. Takizawa did a great turn on my view, and I was pleased to see everyone work together to save Alma like a family. It's the one thing that Takizawa shouldn't live without. I'm giving this chapter a 10.
Unfriggin' believable.
Really, if you give time, you will see the character transformation for a greater good, and that can be said for any other characters that happened in the last chapter. Well, in this case, we got Takizawa to change a new relief, and it's still ongoing, so it's not like it ends there and they'll discard him forever. It will keep going for a more foreseeable future, so why not give it a chance for any other characters? I would rather wait than actually destroy something that I own. It's avoidable, but it just happens. I just wish you could have just wait and see how everything goes. Best ways to handle the anger is just, I don't know, scream to a pillow, not burn a thing, but the damage is done. What are your thoughts of this chapter? Did you react funny when you saw the last page? Because I'll be honest, I saw that page and I did laugh. I mean, it doesn't help with the fact it says meanwhile. Like, my mind was thinking some Justice League, so I'm like, meanwhile, oh, he's dead. It's like, what happened there? But it does make an interesting note to see who's behind that stab. It could be the organization, but why would they be doing there? And why would they be betrayed right now? I don't know. Who owns a sword these days? Probably everybody. And that will do it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.